This series would later be remembered as the ultimate collision between talent and toughness. And the thorn planted during All-Star Weekend was still quietly aching. When the noise of the exhibition faded, the real arena of combat opened in the Eastern Conference Finals. Facing the Indiana Pacers' steel jungle of defense, LeBron James knew one thing. That hesitation, less than a second long, had to be redeemed through total domination. There would be no mercy whistles here, only fire beneath the throne. For the defending champion Miami Heat, Indiana was never a comfortable stepping stone. Roy Hibbert's no-fly zone, Paul George's youthful storm, and the Pacers' relentless physicality turned the 2013 Eastern Finals into one of the most brutal battles in 7 years. The Heat's big three understood the stakes. If they fell here, the dream of a repeat and the blueprint of a dynasty would collapse. And LeBron James, the emperor who had shattered Boston with his death stare just 1 year earlier, now faced another series that demanded complete combustion. Game 1 sent a shockwave through Miami. Indiana dragged the defending champs into overtime with suffocating defense, then took a 1-point lead behind Paul George's brilliance. The arena fell silent. 2.2 seconds remained. No timeout. Baseline inbound. As LeBron caught the ball, the memory of all-star hesitation and the rage of impending defeat ignited inside him. He charged like a freight train, crossed half-court, split George and Hibbert, two elite defenders, and rose through contact. Twisting midair, he banked it high off the glass. Good. 103-102. Game winner. It wasn't just a win. It was a declaration to the entire series. I will not let victory slip away. But the Pacers refused to break. In Game 2, they struck back on the road, 97-93. George outside, Hibbert inside. Miami's offense stalled. Back home in Game 3, the Heat answered with a dominant 114-96 win. The big three finally finding rhythm. Yet Indiana responded again in Game 4, grinding out a 99-92 victory to tie the series 2-2. This had become a war of attrition. Every point had to be torn out through contact. Miami's flowing offense was trapped inside Indiana's steel jungle. Game 5, the pivotal swing game, returned to South Beach. The Pacers' defense remained suffocating, but Miami raised the intensity even higher. LeBron and Dwayne Wade attacked the paint relentlessly. Chris Bosh punished the defense with timely jumpers. A low-scoring grind ended 90-79. Miami took a 3-2 series lead, but everyone knew it wasn't over, because next came Indianapolis and Bankers Life Fieldhouse. With their season on the line, the Pacers exploded at home. Their defense held Miami to just 77 points. LeBron was swarmed all night. Indiana 191-77, forcing a Game 7. Miami stood on the edge. The suffocating pressure from last year's comeback against Boston returned. Doubt spread. Were the big three wearing down? Had Indiana's youth become unstoppable? Once again, all the weight fell on LeBron James. June 3rd, 2013, American Airlines Arena. The air was thick enough to squeeze. There was no retreat. Win and advance to the finals. Lose and go home. From the opening possession, LeBron showed no hesitation. He attacked the rim immediately and scored through Hibbert's long arms. On defense, he took the Paul George assignment himself, using his body as the first iron gate. Mid-range shots, post-ups, drives through traffic, 12 points in the first quarter alone. Miami led 19-17, but it wasn't enough. In the second quarter, Wade rose. For a moment, his knees looked young again. Euro steps sliced through the defense as he scored 8 straight points. Still, Indiana hung on. Just before halftime, LeBron buried a buzzer beater. Miami led 52-37. LeBron had not rested a single minute. Offense, defense, control. His face was calm, almost chilling. The death stare had returned. Emotions fully converted into force. The real execution came in the third quarter. Miami's defense tightened to a suffocating level. LeBron dove for every loose ball. Wade chased every off-ball cut. Bosh denied Hibbert with his length. Indiana collapsed. They scored just 13 points in the entire quarter. Miami attacked from everywhere. LeBron continued to dominate. Mario Chalmers hit timely daggers. The lead snowballed. After 3 quarters, 78-50, a 28-point lead. The outcome was nearly sealed. The fourth quarter became a victory lap, but LeBron didn't ease up. He drilled a 3 to push the lead to 31, shattering any remaining hope. When he finally checked out, the arena erupted in deafening MVP chants. Towel over his head, eyes locked on the scoreboard, like a ruler surveying conquer ground. Waiting in the finals were the San Antonio Spurs, led by Tim Duncan. But few knew how close this journey had come to never beginning at all. Back in LeBron's freshman year of high school, at a small gym in Ohio, scout Chris Dennis arrived to watch his younger brother play. Instead, his eyes locked onto a powerful young kid in black. By halftime, his heart was racing. He made the call. I struck gold. This kid's talent shines brighter than Jason Kidd's ever did. That kid was LeBron James. Dennis stayed up all night cutting game tape and sent it to Sonny Vaccaro, the godfather of basketball shoes, the man who once bet on a 21-year-old Michael Jordan and helped Nike build an empire. But this time, Vaccaro laughed. He tossed the tape aside. Too many so-called prodigies. Just another kid from a small town. Dennis pushed back. LeBron was a sure thing. Vaccaro didn't buy it. So Dennis gambled. He recruited LeBron into the elite AAU program, the Oakland Soldiers. The Elite Eight tournament became the only stage for proof. At 15 years old, LeBron arrived as an outsider, unwelcomed, unproven. He answered with dominance. Every drive carried defiance. Every bucket burned with obsession. I belong here. The performance reached Vaccaro. He never went to Akron, but his stance flipped completely. LeBron, he realized, was more gifted than Garnett, Kobe, or McGrady. For the first time ever, Vaccaro sent a full Adidas sponsorship to St. Vincent, St. Mary High School. A single high school player shook the shoe industry. That summer, LeBron exploded physically. 6'6", nearly 200 pounds. Unstoppable. He started in football too. Even with a broken finger, he posted 42 receptions, 820 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Team highs. College programs swarmed. The legend had begun. Final score, 99-76. Miami won Game 7 by 23. LeBron logged 41 minutes, 32 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Wade added 21 and 9. Bosh anchored the paint. Paul George scored 29 in defeat. The Heat survived the Steel Gate. Scarred, hardened, and what followed was history. Ray Allen's corner three, a legendary comeback, a championship defended. Those 7 games in the 2013 Eastern Conference Finals became the hardest foundation of the crown, etched with dominance, resistance, and the final refinement of a dynasty.